Traffic. All day. How you doing, John?
So many tractor trailer 18-wheeler trucks. It's like, why?
We're dying.
Well, we're not dying.
I'm dying. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm dying.
Hey, look, the 2.5-hour delay is now down to 1 hour 25, so that's pretty good.
Heck yeah. We're gonna beat that traffic.
49 miles. Hey, we've gone 2 miles in like 5 minutes.
Hey!
Time.
Where are we, actually? Like,
fucking nowhere.
Exit 35.
Exit 35.
What exit do we have to go to? What exit is Danbury?
4.
Exit 4?
Yeah. Okay, again, Danbury is... Oh, hey, we're almost in Bristol, Connecticut.
Hey!
Again, Danbury is like right at the edge. It's like right on the border.
I want to see
this is part of the problem. We're merging in. It looks like we're merging in with another highway.
Oh, mergers. I hate mergers.
That's why it's all slowing down. It's because we're not driving the snow.
I want to sing that SpongeBob song, the road song, where Patrick is just like, road, road, road.
No, how about you don't?
You just better be happy that I haven't been like singing karaoke this entire time, because usually that's what I do. I annoy the heck out of the driver.
See, I would be bad if I sing to myself really.
Song. Shia LaBeouf. I was actually listening to that earlier.
Actual Jewish man, Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Never gonna give you up.
That's in here somewhere, I'm sure.
Is it? Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
Both of the jazz.
12th Night Memories. Hey, other angle. Heck yeah. John. We're enjoying the music. Eyes on the road, damn it!
They are!
Not that we're moving.
We're not moving.
We're not moving at all because freaking traffic all
Still
behind us.
Hour and 21 minutes.
Yay! Hour and 21 minutes. We got this. This is probably the
It's only what it told me 3 hours ago. Yay!
3 hours ago.
No, not 3 hours ago.
We're here. Wait, when did we leave?
We left the island right around noon.
We left around noon. It's 3:18. Still got another hour to go or so. Hopefully we'll make it before it gets dark, but I got it, right?
I mean, my headlights have been on all day anyways.
Alright. Yay.
48 miles. Yay!
Yay!
Hour and 17. Woo! Party hard.
Yeah! Party hard! Because this is what parties are all about.
Abject terror and absolute insanity. Yes.
Yeah. We haven't gone to stop for food, but I got my Nutter Butters.
There's a crate full of food behind me.
Oh. Well, Nutter Butters are better. At the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah. Inception.
Can I get a chocolate milk as well? Can I get a water?
AJ's getting the chocolate milk again. Doing it? How you doing? How you doing? Okay.
Hi, we finished up the Irene Ryan audition and we just went to the response. It went really, really well. We did it on time, yes. Ooh, high five. And it was kind of just like we were number 2 on the audition thing, so it was kind of quick. But yeah.
They gave us some notes. One of them was to let go of the miming. Which, I mean, I guess I understand, but some of it's kind of important.
Yeah, there's some
we'll
things
have to see what to keep and
yeah, we want to take their notes, but at the same time, it's like the miming thing, I feel like we can work around, because they said that there's one part in the Anne Frank scene where he goes to throw something in the oven and everything, and then I go to throw it in, And I guess I feel like they just didn't understand what we were doing, and so I feel like we need to just, if we go on to round 2, we have to work on that.
Also, another thing they told us for our scene is to try going moment to moment to kind of help it. Yeah,
and that was the same with my monologue too, just like taking some time to put the beats in there and everything. It's really hard though when it's you only get 3 minutes, but the next round is 5 minutes, so we can kind of work on it a little bit more. But yeah, for the monologue, they told me just to work on like who am I talking to, but they said that I had good vocal work and everything, and I have to work on the kind of keeping a grounded voice, because there were a few times that they said that they heard my voice going up and everything like that, but they did say
to keep my head up.
Yeah, but they said it was very clear and everything like that, and it went really, really well, and it was not as stressful as I thought it was going to be once we got there.
Nice.
It was very much like a performance, because there was an audience and everything, and the respondents. So it was much more like a performance than an audition, which made it much better. But it was pretty cool, right? Yeah, great experience. So
nice.
Yeah. So it's the end of festival day 2. It was a pretty exciting day. I already did a vlog with AJ about the Irene Ryan, so I'll save you from that. You can go watch that vlog if you want. So after the Irene Ryan audition, I went to campus and I did my first workshop. And it was a stage management workshop called Working Relationships with Chris Sadler, don't know how to say his last name. He's an equity stage manager, and he works at a college in Oklahoma. And he had a lot of experience. He said he was on his 100th show as a stage manager. So, very experienced, and also really, really nice. We had a lot of people at that workshop, and he just went through what our role as a stage manager is in regards to working with other people, how do we communicate with other people, and what is our role in regards to being in the show and everything, and how do you deal with certain situations with that. And he shared some of his experiences with it, and there's a lot of really great things that he said that I actually will take back with me when I stage managed for 1984. I'm just looking at my notes trying to see if there's anything that I could say. I took a lot of notes, which is why I'm trying to save you from too much. One thing that he mentioned, which was interesting, is that he doesn't like having a laptop as a stage manager in rehearsal, which I found interesting because literally, that's one of the biggest things that a stage manager usually carries around, because they have to, communicate with other people, take notes. It's usually quicker, and you have to send it out to other people quickly. So I'm kind of interested how he does it, as, just writing the notes down. But, each stage manager has their own preference and everything, so obviously that's his preference. And he wasn't saying, oh, don't have a laptop, but he just said he doesn't really like a laptop because I think I wrote it down in here somewhere. He said it's like a barrier between us during rehearsal, so that's why he doesn't like using laptops, because he feels like it distracts the actors, and it kind of, you're not paying attention to what's happening on the stage when you're looking down at your laptop, which I can understand, but it's also a laptop's really important because it's now modern days. We need that electronics and everything like that. And then he just told us about how we have to trust each other. We have to really communicate well as a stage manager. Another thing that he said was that it's easier in a professional environment to be a stage manager and everything, because you don't have classes, you don't have, you have more time, and you have people who understand your job more. So that was interesting, because I never really thought of it like that. I would always think that professional would be harder than being educational, like what we do in college. But that's what he said, and so that was really interesting. So that was the stage management workshop, and right after that, I went not downstairs. I went to the other building, and I waited in line for, no joke, 2.5 hours to see The Drowsy Chaperone that Western Connecticut State University was performing. And it was definitely worth it to wait in line for 2 hours. it was worth my feet hurting a little bit, but it was like, I was towards the front of the line, waiting in line, and when I got there, it was like 2.5 hours before the show was going to open, and the line was already forming, so I'm really glad I got there at the time I did, because they did, like, turn people away and stuff, because there were so many people waiting in line, and the theater can only hold so many. But The Drowsy Chaperone was absolutely amazing. It was hilarious. The stage, the set, the stage, the theater itself was beautiful. And there were some really great dance scenes in there, and it was just cool to see another school's production, and the fact that it's a college, it's cool because we're all college people here, and the audience was awesome. Like, I really loved being with all the theater people in one audience, because, you know, just seeing the support, how supportive we all were of just this production, and applauding so much, and it was a really great experience just to be a part of the audience. And so that was day 2, and it was a very eventful day, and I can't wait for what's going on tomorrow. There's a lot of great things for tomorrow. And actually, the list for the Irene Ryan nominees going to the second round just came out, and I know that because there's a lot of screaming and yelling going on, especially when we came back into the hotel in the lobby. Unfortunately, AJ and I did not make it to round 2. But it was still a great experience. I had fun with it. I hope AJ had fun with it. It was an honor to be nominated, and I will take back that experience I had for future auditions and everything, and for my acting career in general. And it was just really cool the first time I've had to do such a large audition like that. So it was a really great experience. So now I can relax, even though I have auditions for other stuff on Saturday. And as much, I really wish that we could have made it all the way, but obviously in theater, there's a lot of times there's only one role and only one person can get it, and so it's kind of the same thing with this audition, only one person can get it. But it's nice to have gotten to know some of the nominees too, because when we were walking by, we got to see some people, and actually while I was waiting in line to see The Drowsy Chaperone, there were some people who stopped me and said that I did really well with my audition because they were in the audience watching the audition. So that was cool. And I'm just going to take back those experiences and all that. So can't wait for day 3. So I'll see you later. Hey guys, I'm outside actually, just walking around because I have some time to spare, so I was going to do the vlog now because I have a few more workshops today, but I wanted to do something, and it's snowing, so it's great. But yeah, so far today has been really great. I started at 9 a.m. with a Intro to Moving Lights workshop, and that was actually really cool. We had kind of a small group of people, which actually was nice. There's a whole bunch of light boards just kind of out there, and we got to just play with the lights pretty much and learn how to use a light board, which was really cool for me because I've never used a light board before and I know nothing about lights. So the fact that I got to be hands-on on the light board was really awesome. I learned a little bit of light terminology, how to program the cues in there, all that kind of stuff. And it was actually really, really cool. I really liked that one. I like the interactive things, so that was a really fun thing. What else happened in that workshop? Yeah, no, it was mostly just getting your hands on the thingy, the light board, and learning how to use a light board. And it's kind of cool because they said, oh, you can come back, and when there's not a workshop going on, or if you want to come back and do the workshop again, you can just play around with the light board. So I mean, that's what John Bishop was doing, and I might do that too because it was kind of cool. And then the second thing that I did, the second workshop I did was a networking as a designer kind of thing, and it was run by 2 recent college graduates. They just graduated from Emerson. Yeah, Emerson. And they were telling us all about their experience of how do you get a job right out of college, because they both have jobs now, and it's only a couple months after they graduated. And so they told us about, how do you talk to other people about trying to get jobs, where do you find the jobs. They gave us a whole bunch of websites to look at on where they've had luck trying to find jobs, how to talk to people too. Like, you know, one of the instructors said that he would do 3 emails a day to different designers and other people asking if they had work and stuff. And so he said don't be afraid to ask, even if they're not looking for people, to keep asking, because sometimes they do have something. And it was good to know some of the resources. It was also cool because we got to ask them questions, and then also we got to share like some of our connections to places, like, oh, this place hires, or that kind of thing. And then also, since most of the people in the room were designers, it was like sharing websites that they've used for designing stuff. We talked about a little bit of web design. You know, if you're going to have a website, what should you use? They said Weebly is one of those things that people use, and I tried Weebly once, and maybe I'll have to redo it again once I get more designing stuff. So that was a really cool workshop too. I really enjoyed that. And that was pretty much for that workshop. It was cool just talking to people and all that. And then after that, I went to go see John's presentation of DTM. He did a great job, and, you know, hopefully he gets a good response from them. But yeah, now I'm just kind of waiting for Cam's DTM presentation and Kimmy's and all that stuff, and I wish them luck. This is just kind of like an update. Later on I'll probably do another vlog, so stay tuned for that. This is the line to see the East. It's like 2 hours or something before the show, so all the theater people want to see this show, obviously, and it's really awesome. Yep, she's saying that. Hi, so this is part 2 to my day 3 experience at the Kennedy Center American College Theater Festival. I think I left off on my vlog saying that I was going to go to the DTM stuff. So I went to go see that. I went to go support John and Cam and Kimmy and their stuff, and they did awesome. And it was really cool just to see other people's projects too, what they've been working on, because I honestly did not know what DTM was, so it was really cool to see like all those people. So then after I did that, I went to a workshop. It was shoot, I forget what the name it was, but it was pretty much talking about lighting and moving lights, but not like, it's not the intro to moving lights one, because I did that this morning, but it was kind of like a, what is lighting, how is it important to theater, and how can it really affect the show and everything like that. So he talked about the angle of the lighting can really change how you look at the character, and, you know, changes the mood and the emotion of the scene. And also the same with color. And so that was pretty interesting. Again, I know nothing about lights, so it was cool to go to another lighting workshop. Because I learned something new today. And I think it's good for an actor like me to take a class like that, or take a workshop like that, because it really gives you an idea of, you know, how important lights are in a show. And so one of the things that we did a little exercise thing, I don't know, where he gave us we get swatches, which are pretty much like an entire color palette thing of gel lights, like the colors or whatever, so that you can figure out what lighting color you would want and everything. And so we had to pick a word from his box of words or whatever, and then we had to pick a color from the swatches that we would associate that word with. And so I got the word love, and I picked like a hot pink color. It was called Middle Rose. I wrote it down because I wanted to mention it. It was kind of like a hot pink. I wish I had the color to show you what it looked like. And then he was like, well, there's different kinds of love, so it could be a different color depending on the type of love it is. And so he said that the color I chose is kind of more like a cutesy love, but you can use like a red kind of thing to show love as well. So it was interesting to kind of associate the colors with feelings and everything, and you don't always think about that on stage sometimes, but it really does affect the mood of the show with the lighting. So that was really interesting, and I learned a lot from that one, which was cool. So then after that, I went over to the studio theater area and waited in line for 2.5 hours, like yesterday from the Drowsy Chaperone, to go see The East, put on by Dean College. I had no idea what the show was about. I really didn't know what I was getting into. And it was a nice theater. The studio theater was really nice. And the show was phenomenal. It was great acting, but also such a powerful show. I cried so much at the end. Like, I was speechless because it was so amazing. And they did a really great job. And it was an original work, too. So that's really cool to see an original work and everything. And, oh, wow, it was so powerful. All of us that went, it was me, Cam, Nikki, and Remy. They were all sitting on one side of the stage, and I was on my own on the other side, but it was very, very powerful, and it was really cool. I think I lost hearing in this ear, though, because they shot off a gun, like, right in the aisle, and I was sitting in the aisle seat, so they shot off a gun, like, right in front of me, so it was very, very loud, but it was still a really, really great show, and I'm really glad that I got to see it. I'm really sad that some of the people in our group didn't get to see it because they cut off the line, but it was a really good show, though. And so that was pretty much day 2. All the stuff is a lot of great stuff. I can't believe... No, wait, it's day 3. Just kidding. I'm losing track of the days already. Yeah, so it's day 3. Tomorrow is day 4. And, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already day 4. But day 4 is going to be another fun little thing. I'm trying to see if I can get it. I'm working on my resumes. Look at that. Look at my face. Look how many faces I have. I'm just getting my resumes ready for Saturday at the Next Steps thing. Because I realized, oh, I haven't fully stapled them together and all that. So I wanted to get that ready. So before I go to bed, that's what I'm doing. But yeah, it was a really great day. Great to see another show and to learn some new stuff that I didn't know before. So see you tomorrow for day 4. Yes!
We're in the fight workshop. Oh yeah, look at that. There's AJ and Mike. How's it going? Fight workshop, it's cool. Let's go over and say hi to the other people. Hi, friends. Hello. Hi. Hi. There's Cam. He's in the workshop. We're at the workshop. Which one?
Stage combat.
The first one. This is the one where we like kick and punch and stuff.
I knew where we were.
Yeah. There's John and Cammy. We're gonna have a good time. It's 9 a.m. We're up, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
We're gonna fight, but we're not gonna hurt each other because that's the whole point. We're gonna get out some good tension.
Yeah.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Yeah, there we go. Hi, Kimmy. Hi. We go back over here. Woo. And to you guys, are you excited?
Very.
Oh yeah, so excited all day, every day. Actually, no, I'm really excited for this class. It's been highly recommended.
All right, cool. AJ, what do you think?
You know what I think.
You know.
I think it's gonna be awesome.
You heard it here. We'll let you know later if it was awesome or not. But I don't know if we can film like that. That's our instructor right there.
And we have that.
Jim Beauregard. Met him earlier and stuff, so yeah. See you later. There's AJ.
Yeah, it's like right
This is going to be our Flying Without Ropes place or whatever. It's actually a studio, which is pretty cool. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, well,
Stay tuned for later. They're stretching. We should probably stretch too, right?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Okay, we're going to go stretch.
Make it lighter.
What's your name?
I'm Maggie.
This is Maggie.
Hey.
She just did the Flying with Ropes workshop with me. It was so much fun.
It was awesome.
We're making friends. I don't know if I'll see you again, but I hope so. Friends. And this is another person.
Hi, I'm Olivia.
Hi, that's Olivia.
This person's really cool. I like her.
Oh, thank you.
And hello, my name is Veronica. I attended this class and the other class too.
She was at the stage combat one too. So I met her then.
Punched and like shoved people. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was very fun.
Fun times meeting people, seeing other people. Say hi, people. You want to say hi? What's up? And there's other. Alright, we just ended the workshop. I'll let you know how it did later on. I don't know where AJ went though. Oh well. Alright, there's the instructor over there.
Do you want?
So this is David.
Hey.
What did you think of the workshop?
It was really cool. I'd never done story work that comes out of movement as opposed to, you know, like fitting movement to a story. And then we flew, which was freaking awesome.
Yeah. And he was my partner for one of the exercises, so that's why I'm interviewing him and stuff like that.
It was like a special kind of sensual bit of anger story.
Yeah. So it was really fun.
It was awesome. Kick ass.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so it's like midday, about like 3 of festival day 4. I didn't really go into detail about what happened because I've been at 3 different workshops and it's been workshop after workshop. So I've been keeping busy. So I started off with the stage combat workshop, the one that like everybody went to. Well, not everybody, but a good amount of us from our group went to that one. And it was really cool. Jim Beauregard was the instructor and he was hilarious and really helpful and everything like that. We learned how to do punches correctly, the different steps you take for it, and we also learned the, what's it called? The pushes, sorry, yeah. We did pushes as well and everything. And we had to pair up with people we didn't know, so that was nice because, I mean, as much as I would love to, like, pretend to punch one of the people that I know, because it's like we're more comfortable with each other, it was kind of cool to just, you know, adjust to working with someone you don't know at all. And that happened again when I went to the Flying Without Ropes workshop, which was absolutely amazing. I honestly think it was probably the best workshop that I've done so far, because there was a few more that I'm still doing. So I'm trying to figure out what will be the best one. But Flying Without Ropes was so much fun. Very exhausting. It was a lot of movement, but it was showing ways to portray the character flying or whatever it may be without the ropes. So we literally were getting lifted into the air. I did not think that was possible for me, but literally we were getting lifted into the air, and like we had to guide the group of people lifting you up where to go and everything. So that was actually really fun. It was terrifying at first, but then it was really fun. And there was another exercise where we had to walk around the room, and he would give out commands and we had to follow those commands, and it was like, oh, run to the center, and you had to like put your head on the shoulder of the person next to you kind of thing, or run to the wall. Then we also did a thing where we had to pair up with someone, and I was paired up with someone random, and we had to, with just our hand, we had to guide the person around and like kind of just like that, yeah. Just so that you can show communication just by movement and everything, and making sure that your partner trusts you and everything. So then what they did is they had one partner close their eyes while doing it and everything, and you had to really lead. If you were the leader person who didn't have their eyes closed, you had to really lead the other people around. And so that was kind of terrifying, the fact that like when you close your eyes you won't know if you're going to bump into people, because there was a lot of people in that workshop. But then what happened was the people who closed their eyes stayed where they were, and then the people who didn't close their eyes, like me, had to go to a different partner. So the people who closed their eyes didn't know who their new partner was going to be. And then they opened their eyes and it's like, oh, boom, here's your new partner. And I got paired up with someone named David. I did a vlog with him at the end. And then we had to do like a 3-step movement exercise where it was, we had to do like a circle around the person pretty much, go through the person in some way, so most people just went through like the arm kind of thing, and then you had to turn. And so it was interesting because you had to kind of figure it out on your own and make it your own kind of thing. And then you had to go faster and slower with it, and then you had to tell a story with it. And ours was interesting. I still like it. It was like a love story kind of thing, like our movements. I think that's what we were trying to get the vibe for. But it was still really, really fun, and I enjoyed it. And I got to know a lot of people in that workshop too, because some of them were in the stage combat workshop as well. So that was fun. And then I went to a moment workshop, not movement, but moment. I thought it was movement. It's moment, and it was all about using props and the area around you to tell a story other than words. So we had props and we had to work with a partner and kind of just tell a story with that prop kind of thing, do these different actions and everything. And it was interesting because you never think of that, you know, how do you tell a story with just your movements? And it's a lot harder than you think. And also we had different parts of the room that we had to go to and just describe it without saying any words. So that was interesting. I forget what else we did in that workshop. It was an interesting workshop. I didn't know what I was getting into, but it was interesting, and I liked how complex it was, because you don't realize that given a prop and trying to figure out like to make an entire scene with it is really difficult. But I found that workshop to be pretty good. So yeah, that was my day so far. I'm in the cafeteria actually. Behind me is the arts building where like most of the stuff has been happening. I'm just having some lunch because I forgot to have lunch, and then we're gonna wait in line to go see the Maltby showcase because Rachel's in the finals, so we're really excited to see her perform, and that's the end of the day pretty much. So I'll keep you tuned later on. Keep you tuned? I'll let you know what happens later. See ya.
We're at the Maltby showcase. We got Ray and John here. We're supporting Rachel. It's gonna be a fun time. Go Rachel, go! Win it all!
Hi guys. Yes, I know I'm in the hotel. I'm sorry, but I have a good reason. I needed a quiet space so I could work on my monologue to prepare for my auditions that I have today, the Next Steps auditions. And so I'm doing my soliloquy monologue from 12th Night, the one about the ring, for those who know the show. And we only get 2 minutes to show these theater company representatives and college representatives, because they're all going to be in one room while we audition, to show them what we got to offer and everything. And I guess if they like us or something, they'll contact us and be like, hey, you want to like work with us, or do you want to be in one of our shows? I don't know I really don't know what it is, but it's going to be kind of cool just to get the experience nonetheless. And I also am doing interviews for for internships and other things for like tech stuff too. So it's kind of like I'm doing both the acting and the tech stuff. So right now I'm just in here practicing my monologue, getting it to be perfect, even though I've been reciting this monologue in my sleep practically, because I had to play this role back in November and everything. But also there's I'm trying to think. There's I forget what I was going to say. That's happened a lot when I've been trying to do these vlogs. Yeah, so this is like a brand new thing, the Next Steps, and so it will be interesting to kind of see what this is like. I don't think they've ever done it. That's what I heard. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm really excited, and I really hope that someone likes me and will like maybe offer me something. And if not, it's just good experience to get the interviews and auditions, because then when I go back to the Cape, I can start working on other theaters that aren't here today and everything. So I am excited. I'm going to go work on my monologue more, making sure it's all good. It's definitely under 2 minutes though, so I'm not worried. So I'm excited. See you later.
Hey guys, so I'm at the Next Steps auditions right now in the green room. It's really crowded in here, and I wish I could show you all those people. Yeah, so we're all auditioning. There's some musical theater people and some acting and everything, and we get 2 minutes to perform our stuff for all the representatives in there. And if they like us, I guess, you get a call back, and we come back at 4, and that's when we give them our resume and let them know what's going on. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited, and you know I'm gonna rock it. I'm doing my ring monologue from 12th night, and yeah, it's gonna be really exciting. So wish me luck, guys. I'm number 26.
We're at the Next Steps auditions. Who are you?
I'm Gabby Strait. I'm from Johnson State College up in Vermont. I describe it a half hour above where the Von Trapps went, and then an hour south of Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's here just as a waitlist person, but she's a
26.
trooper. Like, she's gonna go. Like, I hope you get to the auditions and stuff like that. But good luck anyways.
Thank you so much. Break legs.
Alright. I found David again.
I've been following her.
Yep. We're doing the Next Steps auditions. Are you excited?
Yeah, but like weirdly nervous and also very tired. It's an unfortunate mix of emotions.
Yeah. Alright, well, wish us luck, everyone luck. Yeah.
Please, God, wish us luck.
Hey guys, I'm just kind of in a random place right now because this is the only time I can really vlog because, well, at least I think it will be for now. But I just got out of the Next Steps auditions. It was honestly a little bit more terrifying than the Irene Ryan auditions just because it's like, I don't know, I'm on my own. Like, at least when I had AJ with me, it was like I had a scene partner, and it was like we're in this together, and then now it's like I'm on my own. But it was actually really interesting. We just sat in the green room and waited. I met a lot of cool people in there. Most people were trying to focus a little bit though, so we didn't get a chance to chat too much, but it was kind of cool getting to know some of the people and actually meeting up with like people I met up with before, but especially like David, like who I met yesterday. Like, he recognized me and everything, and we had a conversation again, so that was cool. But then we each were given a number. I was number 29. And we would wait, we'd be on deck, and then we would go out. And we get times the minute we say our name. So that was like interesting, and you only get 2 minutes. So I didn't get cut off because my monologue was fine. But it was intimidating because it was on the main stage, so it was a big stage, and they were all spread out in different seats and everything. There was someone up in the balcony, and like it was just interesting having all that, and just auditioning in such a big space too. But it was really, really interesting. It was a good experience. Now I just have to wait until, I think, the callbacks are at 4, from 4 to 6. So they're going to have a callback list, and that's when we, if you get a callback, that's when you have your resume ready and everything, and you actually meet with them and stuff. This was just so that they can see what they have, and then, you know, if they're interested in you, they'll let you know, I guess. So stay tuned for what might happen. I hope I get a call back. That would be cool. But if not, you know, that it was at least the experience that mattered. I also did some of the interviews too for different internships and other stuff. I went to the College Light Opera Company because that's on Cape Cod. I thought that would be kind of cool. I also went to talk to St. Michael's Playhouse in Vermont. And a few other, like, there was a college that I talked to, and then I talked to a few other theater companies. One that I've never heard of, and they're in Western Mass, but they seemed interesting, and pretty much it was just kind of like, you talk with the representative, you can leave your resume if you want. Most of them were just guiding me if I want to be like an intern or something like that, to go online and just fill out the form. So pretty much that's what I have to do. But it was really interesting, so stay tuned for what may happen later on, if I get a call back or not. I'm the only one on this bus. There's no one else. I'm so lonely. I want to go home. Guys, do you want to go home? No, you don't want to go home. Right? We're lost too. We're trying to find Cam's car.
Okay, Brian.
Because we just got out of the awards ceremony and it's dark. This is like the downtown campus part, not the campus that we were used to. And we're kind of lost because we had to take a different entrance. So wish us luck in trying to find Cam's car. Yeah. Woo.
Ooh, wow, my hair's messed up. It's the end of the festival. It's really sad. It's the morning. We're gonna check out now. It's really sad. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave at all. Please, no, don't let me leave. Oh, goodbye, hotel room. Well, I'm not gonna miss the hotel room that much because it's whatever. But I'm gonna miss the entire festival, and it was so much fun. So everything has to come to an end at some point. So, oh well. But I can't wait for next year. Hopefully next year I will be able to make it and it will be awesome. I know it.
Continue on Massachusetts 28 south for 3/4 of a mile.
Welcome back to Cape Cod.
We're back.
Here we are.
Swan Bridge. Swan Bridge, look at that. Nice scenery.
The Bourne Water District. Oh boy. It says Cape Cod still. Yay.
Forgot it that it snowed here too.
Yep.
Like when we got the snowstorm the other day.
Yeah, it came here too.
This is a rotary. Cape Cod. I'm on a bench. I'm on a bench. Look at that bench. I'm really bored. I'm waiting for class to start, or workshops to start. My God. Hello. We're in the VPAC Center. We just saw the the thingy, that show. Hi. It is. Oh gosh. It is day 2 of. Oh, I'm dying. Intro to moving lights. There's actually quite a few of those going on during the entire thing, so it's kind of cool that I got to try it out first. There was a lot of... Oh, I forget what I'm saying. Just kidding. I forget what I left off with, but I'm just going to talk about the workshop that I took afterwards. I took a workshop. It was... Oh God, I forget what it's called. Okay, changing that up. Woo! Yeah, spinny chair! It's not even midnight yet. Woo! Are you dizzy? I am.
I'm dizzy.
There's Nikki.
Very dizzy.
There's Nikki. As you can see, I moved my air mattress like onto the bed so I could do this thing, so... Yeah! Woo! Hey guys, so I just finished up with another workshop. There's Emily over there. Lights. There's AJ and Ray working on lights. Hey, Nikki, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
How are you doing good? It's too late for this.